Hi, my name is Fabian Andrés Mendigoso Núñez, and I'm talk about Terminello versus Chicago. Okay, the first thing I have to say is that the facts are given in 1949 in Chicago and understands what was exposed in the audience and the discomfort that it generates in the audience. Facts. Terminello was a priest who was giving a lecture to the war veterans in Chicago, and when he was entering to dictate the conference, a crowd was formed in the precinct to avoid his strains. Terminello is condemned for contempt of a Chicago norm. Terminello, Catholic priest, was giving a speech in which he criticized various racial groups. Inside the auditorium were 800 people and almost 1,000 outside protesting. The police were unable to maintain the public order. A 100 fine was imposed on Terminello for violating a breach of peace ordinances, which prohibits any speech that awakens the public to anger, invites conflict, provokes instability, or creates disturbance. 1949. Though the message may be repugnant, free speech must be preserved to allow for the flow of ideas. Unable to control the disturbances created by what was said and said by Terminello towards veterans, outraged by his comment with racial content, the police don't arrest him finally, but ask him to stop his speech for what he enraged and the same revolt that had formed. Legal problem is a municipal regulation that limits freedom of expression constitutional? Can the state limit the right to free speech, freedom of expression in order to preserve public order and generate welfare? Legal rule. Due to declare an imminent danger test, the Chicago Standard is eliminate the doctrine of fighting what arises. Test clear and imminent danger. When there is a risk of disturbing public order, the punishment of the state is obvious, but freedom of expression cannot be invoked to sacrifice constitutional rights. One enters into a debate from the point of view of the expression what this can generate and the order constitutional rights and the public order. That is, freedom or expression must have certain limits. Words of fights. But words don't necessarily have to please everyone. The state knows the desire of the people with freedom of expression, but is not absolute. The case is here on a petition for certiorari, which we grant because of the importance of the question presented. The argument here has been focused on the issue of the whether the content of petitioners' speech was composed of the reserved 5 words which carried it outside the scope of the constitutional guarantees. Balance of interest test. Free speech, freedom of expression versus public order. For the court, the purpose of the police measure is avoid disturbing public order, but not to restrict the content of the speeches. Freedom of expression doesn't protect incite revolts. Finally, the court determined that the defendant's constitutional right to freedom of speech was protected unless it was likely to produce a clear and perceived danger, beyond public inconvenience, annoyance, or unrest, because the trial court's construction of the city ordinance resulted in defendant's punishment for speech that merely invite dispute or brought about a condition of unrest. The court concluded in reserving the conviction that the city ordinance was unconstitutional as construed and applied to defendant. Thanks so much.